Thug Life. I wanted to ask you about that. If you could talk about the concept,
Thug Life
you could
be
talk
there.
about the concept. Yeah, that's a classic right there. That whole album, 1 through 10.
My man. Yeah, I mean, that's yeah, the concept. That's very interesting. You say the concept because that's why we're trying to get this Thug Life documentary done. We're going to trying to do a documentary about the concept, but you know, it kind of evolved. First, you know, we was riding 50 niggas on Strictly for My Niggas album. It was about 50 niggas. You know, the concept of that was one good nigga down with you, one good nigga in every state, we could accomplish anything. You know, that. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's what that was supposed to signify. And but then Pac came up with Thug Life, right? And at first, it was we just he just had the name and the feeling and the note the things he wanted to build around it. And then, you know, we had a meeting. You know, my pops called from the pen. We were on the phone, you know, when you talking to your family from the pen, you know, back and forth. He's like, yo, you can't be Thug, like, what the hell that shit supposed to mean? You just gonna knock old lady upside the head and take a pocketbook with the, you know, this shit gotta mean something. So we discussed, you know, what is the things that we wanted it to mean. Uh, we let my father kind of structure a, you know, a blueprint of the of what we would like to do with this concept, and me and Pac added to it, and it was the Thug Code. Created the Thug Code. I mean, my pops was in prison, so he ain't have shit else to do but but put that together for us because he wanted to be a part of what we was doing anyway. So he wrote the Thug Code. We put together the album, you know, and the hate you gave little infants fucks everybody. You know how you treat them little kids gonna come back to haunt you if you don't treat them right. Because if not, you left with these monsters in the street. You know that's who out here putting in the work. You know what I mean? That dirty work. So, and the common denominator is economics. You know, everybody know about being broke. You know, we was broke, lights off. You know, boiled noodles for dinner. You know, it was sometimes you ain't eat, sometimes you ain't have everything. People who come from that, they understand. That's why the concept spread worldwide, internationally, because no matter what race you are, you know what it is to be broke and hungry and just poor and just fighting to survive. And that's what, you know, from the gutter, out the gutter. That was the name of Pac's record label, Out the Gutter Records. You know what I mean? You know, Pac was real loyal to the streets, to the people on the streets, to the poor, disenfranchised. So we was always trying to rep for that, you know, and it's all part of it.
Oh wow, man! I appreciate you breaking that down, man. I'm in Africa right now. I'm in Cape Verde. I'm on the west side. I've been to about 70 countries across the world, man. Every country I go to, man, your
Huh.
brother get love. No matter if they speak English or not, you see pictures of them, T-shirts, murals.
Yes,
He
sir.
the goat. Man. He the
Yes, sir.
goat. You know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. I helped do that. Yeah, we go get them there.
Yeah,
We did that.
definitely. You planted the seed, bro. You planted that seed, and I'm thankful
Love,
for you
love,
for
and
that,
they
man.
know it. They know it. They know what it is. They know what it is. They ain't seen nothing like Pac since, and they never will. You know, that was a phenomenon. Pac was a phenomenon. We were all blessed to experience that, and Pac was here to teach us lessons. Learn from that young dude. Learn from him. His first album, Tupacalypse Now. Apocalypse means abrupt and sudden change, and that's exactly what Pac was. That's exactly what he was. You know, and if you look at his life experiences and the things that went on and the game he was trying to spit, there was something there for people to learn from. That's how I feel. I ain't mean to get all philosophical and shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Nah, man, you on point with it. You on point with it. Tupacalypse Now, that's when I first got introduced to Tupac musically. Well, no, I heard same song, but my brother, he had the album, and Pac is one of the greatest storytellers ever, if not the greatest storyteller. But he's the best rapper. But I just wanted to share that with you. That's a classic. And what's the one y'all did? Papa Song. That's on
Yeah,
Strictly for My Niggas.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, y'all did that.
It was actually supposed to be on Apocalypse Now, but they held it for strictly for my niggas. That's Papa's song is a song that actually got him his deal, you know, and but they didn't have a for whatever reason it got held back for the next album because we had to now he had a deal, he had to deliver a lot of material, so that's just how it went down.
Okay. Now I wanted to ask you about Thug Life. Okay, when once y'all came up with the the codes, or Mutulu came up with the codes, his guidance and his knowledge and experience, to help y'all, push that. How did you hook up with Psych and Rated R and Macadocious? Were they already with y'all, or y'all kind of met them around that time?
Okay, Pac was, as you see from his life, Pac was a real organic type nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was, I mean, that's why people feel so close to him because you can meet him, talk to him, be around him half an hour. You feel like, nigga for days, for weeks. You've been hanging out for a long time, you know. But Mac and Rated, they were a group called Double Jeopardy. They were happened to be at the radio station. They came to the radio station to actually link up with our other fam, Tretch. They wanted to meet Tretch, and Pac was there. And then they linked up. I was out of town. I came back. They had linked up, and we had a show like the next day. They came with us to the show in San Diego, ripped it, turned it out, and they was down. Big Sight, rest in peace, Big Sight. That was like my brother from another mother. His best friend was Big Surge out here on the West Coast. Big Surge, out there in Inglewood, and he kept telling us we need to meet Big Sight. We need to meet Big Sight. He was pushing his music at the time, Evil Mind Gangsters, and we met Psych, and it was automatic click thing. We clicked automatically. Plus, Big Surge is the nephew of one of Pac's managers at the time. His manager at the time, Watani. So it was all connected, all family like, and it was all love. And that ended up being the crew that smashed the tour and kicked up a lot of dust.
Oh, okay. Wow, man. Thank you for sharing that. But yeah, Thug Life was definitely a classic.